you all to take a second and imagine everyone you love in your life, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, and think of all the amazing memories you've shared with them, the laughter, the tears, good and bad. Now, this might be hard to imagine, but try to. You get a phone call one night, just a normal day, and the police are at your door, calling you whatever, and that loved one has been in a drinking and driving accident, and they didn't make it. Now, I know that's really hard to imagine, but just think for a second. All of those memories, they're gone. Like, they'll never be there again. That person will never be with you again. And people don't understand how serious drinking and driving really is. According to National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2014, 9,967 people were struck and killed, or they were driving the car drunk. 9,967 dead people. That is a lot by that one little thing. There are so many different solutions you can have to getting in that car. There is Ubers, there are taxis. I'm sure that nobody would mind coming to pick you up if you were that plastered. It's a life we're talking about here. And I have some experience with that. On October 31st, 2015, 5 of my friends were in a car and they were struck by a drunk driver. Both of the drivers did not make it. 3 of my friends were injured and one of them was very critically injured. The critically injured one was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. Then he was moved to at Kennedy Krieger for therapy and such. And his life is still not the same, and no one else's life is the same. We lost someone to something that could have been solved by so many different solutions. Josh was killed, the driver. He was killed on the spot. He was helpless. He was not drunk at all, and he didn't even have a fighting chance because of someone's stupid decision. Nick, that was enough losing one friend. We could have lost another friend. He fought like hell, and I believe that Josh did save him. And it sucks that someone had to sacrifice so much for that one thing. Nick, unfortunately, he's okay now, but he's not the same. Nobody's the same. He didn't get to play basketball this winter because of his head injury. Oh, and back to his injuries. Due to the fact that a drunk driver hit him, he had a severe concussion that was probably... I've had concussions myself. I've never seen someone with a concussion like this. He couldn't function. He's still not the same person. He also had a collapsed lung, which led to the bruising of his heart. So he was in cardiothoracic shock trauma. Then he got moved to the neuro section of shock trauma until he got moved to Kennedy Krieger. So he couldn't play basketball. He also could not leave his house for several months, which, that sucks. You're going to lose your mind a little bit sitting in your house. Something we all like to do, we would have parties together, we would all hang out, we would go get food. Nope, he couldn't do any of that. He had to sit home because of someone else's selfish choice to drive. We couldn't, if we wanted to see him, we all had to go to his house, and that was it. We did have a big party for when he came home. It was, pretty nice, but he still wasn't the same. Now he's cleared. He actually recently got cleared a week ago, and he can do activities that we all do, but it's not the same. Last year, something we all like to do at this time, we would go to O's games. It was just different. Those of you that are watching this and you have lost a loved one so quickly, you'll understand. I'm going to finish this with a quote. Losing people you love affects you. It's going to be buried inside of you, and becoming this big of a deep hole ache, it doesn't magically go away, even when you stop officially murmuring. A person said this that was named Carrie Jones, and people just need to think. And that quote really is relatable because not one person that was friends with Josh or Nick at the time, none of us are the same, and none of us probably ever will be, because even though the grieving part's over and all the tears, there's still going to be hidden tears. We just aren't all going to show it with each other. The grieving is over, but no one will ever be the same.